Let's talk about some places you can get holiday fabrics perfect for the upcoming season. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and we are starting to get into the holiday season, which means it's time for holiday fabrics. And today's video is all about different places you can get holiday fabrics and sort of comparing and contrasting them. As you can see, I have three different little piles here of fabrics. Now, these are all Halloween fabrics, but I will say that most of this will apply to any type of holiday material. And we're going to be talking about different places that you could go to shop, from big name stores to online to thrifting to local stores. So let's get into it. The first pile of fabric that I have here, this is actually all from Joan Fabrics. So a really big name store in the United States. They have a ton of different holiday fabrics. They actually have the holiday fabrics out all year round. And as you can see, they have a lot of really fun prints. I will say though, especially with like big name stores like Joan Fabrics, or if you go to Walmart to find holiday fabrics, they do sometimes tend to be a little bit on the thinner side. The quality may not be as much there as like a local fabric store or a more expensive fabric, but these fabrics will tend to be cheaper, or at least there'll be some sort of sale or coupon you can use. So you can see like the skeleton fabric, I actually got like 3 yards of this because it was on sale, and this fabric's actually been really nice to work with. So it really is just sort of hit or miss, as you can get a lot of fabric for your money. And you're also going to have a really wide selection of materials to choose from. I saw that Michaels now has fabric, so that may be another option to look at too. Now, besides those big name stores, you also have your nice little local fabric stores, which is always great to help support your local community. I love going to local fabric stores. I'll include a picture of a quilt that I had made with all different fabrics that I had gotten at a local fabric store in Connecticut. And one of the things that I absolutely love about local fabric stores is they normally have a lot of inspiration, so different quilts and different projects that people have done. Over time, you'll be able to look and see them there. They also can get in different fabrics because they're sort of picking and choosing what they want to show. And I think that that can be a really fun way to give yourself inspiration so that you can figure out what type of fabrics you want. Now, as far as price, they do tend to be a little bit on the higher price side, but the quality of the fabric normally is a little bit better, so it's just something to take into account. Now, the third option, and really almost like a fourth option too, is to go online to get vintage fabrics, such as from Etsy sellers or from eBay, or even your local thrift stores if you want. So as you can see, these two fabrics are actually both from Etsy, and these are both vintage fabrics. And this is probably one of the biggest questions that I get asked, because I'll have people asking, like, where did you get this fabric? And most of the time when they ask, it's normally vintage material that I have found online. So I absolutely love finding these types of materials. One, because it gives it a new life, but also you can find such unique prints and different types of fabric. And like, for example, this one came from 1992. So I absolutely love how it looks. It is so vibrant, so fun, and I actually am going to be using it this year that I'm just so excited to make a pillow with it out of. So I definitely think that this is a great option, especially if you're in an area where maybe you don't have that many fabric stores. There's so much fabric online that you're able to find. Now, be sure to check the description. Sometimes, especially with vintage or older materials, there will be like a cut taken out, or there may be damage to the fabric. So be sure to check that out if you are going to be shopping from there. But definitely another option, you can find some really fun and interesting prints, and you can add it to your collection. Overall, there's so many different places that you can get holiday fabrics from. I personally do a mix of all three of these, and I find that it works really well for my purposes. Sometimes a quilt back is great to get at like Joann Fabrics, but then if you're actually doing the piecing for the quilt, you're going to do something probably more along the lines of like a local fabric store. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next.